Good Monday afternoon, guys. Russ from Willie's Firewood here. Got Kevin. You see behind me, we got some blue buckets and an orange bag. We're starting our favorite time of the year. It's time for bundled firewood, or bagged firewood in our case. I don't do wrapped bundles for campgrounds. We've got some other places that have requested samples, so we're gonna make up a few samples to send to those guys, and we'll show you why we're using the blue buckets and the purpose of them. So we've got a Wolfridge bagger right here that we purchased from Wolfridge. It's made for 1 cubic foot bags. Most of what we sell right now are 3/4 cubic foot bags, so that's why we use the buckets. The bucket, we get our bags from Woodsman Supply. We make the bucket so that we can set these bags inside of the bagger. We set them in there like that. I'll show you how we fill one. So we take our bucket with our bag down into the bagger, move our handle out of the way. We'll take a few pieces of firewood, drop them down in. A few more, finish filling the bag up. Pull the bucket out. Pull the bag out. I usually rearrange the bag just a little bit because you can usually wiggle one more piece in there. It gives it a real good full bag so that it's tight, stacks better. And looks like we got a spot right there. Tie the bag up. And that right there is a full bag of firewood for us, a 3/4 cubic foot bag, and that's what we're selling to most of our stores and campgrounds right now. So typically when we bag, we've got 2 people. I usually have Kevin or whoever's helping me with the bags. Most of the time Kevin, putting the bags over the buckets to stay ahead. He's just throwing some bags over those buckets right now. These are just standard 5-gallon buckets that we've cut the bottoms out of. Well, probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 80 to 100 bags an hour, somewhere in there, once we get going and we've got the wood going. This is first day of the season. We're not in any rush. It's 60 degrees out and beautiful right now, so we're just enjoying the weather because last week, as you guys recall, this place was buried in snow. So right now we're just kind of getting these samples for the stores and campgrounds that are new to us this year that had asked and inquired. We're getting some samples ready to go to those places. Once we get those done, we'll go and deliver them, and hopefully we'll have a whole bunch more to fill. So as you can see, just kind of putting the bucket inside the bag like that keeps the wood from sticking onto the bag and makes it easier to bag. We just found that was the easiest way for us to use the smaller bags. The 1 cubic foot bags are a lot bigger than what most people in our area carry, and we found that most places don't want to pay the extra for the bigger bag. So I'm gonna go over and help Kevin bag these up so that he's not the only one working, and we'll see what we end up with when we're done here. So 7 bags in about 3 minutes. That's not the most ideal setup, but it works. We're just kind of, like I said, real easy going at it right now. Kevin's putting some more bags on the buckets. We're gonna fill a few more. We'll have 10 or 12 bags in the truck when we go drop our samples. But this is the best money maker for us by far per cubic foot with our firewood, is to put it into these bags. If we can get enough customers, we're probably going to scale back to just our regular 200 to 300 cord worth of firewood customers that we have for heating, and do the remainder of our time in firewood in bags and bundles and kindling. And we'll kind of bring you guys along as we do that stuff. But this is probably easier, I think, than doing the home heating, just because it's a little more laid back and the money's better. The wood's smaller, so it's not as heavy. It's a little more handling with the bags, but at the end of the day, all in all, this is definitely, I think, the route that we're gonna try to push towards with our firewood. There's a lot of guys in our area that do home heating, and I'm not in the game of competing with 10 or 12 other guys for short money. When we can do this and make better money at it, it's harder for somebody that's just getting started. A lot of these places, you're on terms, so they want you to wait 15 to 30 days to get paid, depending on where you're going. We've been doing this long enough, it's not really a problem. So we would gladly do this versus picking up a couple cord worth of home heating fuel. 1 quart of home heating fuel is $300. 1 quart of this stuff bundled, on our average of what we're selling at, is $850. So even by the time you take the cost of the bags out, it's not too bad. One broken phone and 10 bags later, 10 bags in about 6 minutes. Not too shabby. We will get these off, get the rest of this stuff into the racks, and we'll see what the customers have to say. But that's how we do our bags. You'll get to see lots more of the bagging as we go. We've got some racks that the tractor can pick up. They're a lot more effective, and we can go a little bit quicker, space things out a little bit better. But that's the gist of what we do and how we do our bag stuff. So if you like what you see, if you got any comments, suggestions, hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe, share with your friends, and we'd love to hear from you. Thanks, and have a great day. Enjoy the weather, guys.